approved last.
No, no.
I think maybe originally the scene must have just been short, or maybe it started off
Alicia,
with
how
the
would you care?
sequence,
Item
and
D,
then it's
new
just,
to
you
Jacob.
know.
We'll figure it out when we get there.
Also,
Bill's got a plan.
Okay, so we'll improvise.
Bill's got a plan. All right, at 6:30, I'll call to order this work session for the Town of Chatham Council. Madam Clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Bishop is absent. Black.
Here?
Beasley.
Here.
Pace.
Here.
Riddle.
Here.
Thompson.
Here.
Mayor Davis.
Here. Since Ms. Bishop is not here, we won't be able to add any items to the agenda. Can I please have a motion to
So
approve?
moved to approve the agenda as is. Second.
So while we're under the second, I will read that. Please remember that the council work session is designed for internal council and town staff communication, discussion, and work. It is not a question and answer session with the audience. Accordingly, during the work session, no questions or comments from the audience will be entertained. Respectfully, any outbursts or disorderly conduct from the audience will not be tolerated and may result in the offending person's removal from the work session. Minutes are being kept and will be posted on the town website under Agendas and Minutes button on the front page. As a reminder, all town citizens and other appropriate parties as designated by the Code of the State of Virginia and the Town Charter are permitted to make comments under the recognition of citizens and public comment sections of tonight's council meeting.
Bishop is absent. Black.
Here.
Beasley.
Yes.
Pace.
Yes.
Riddle.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
All right. Does anybody know if Janet's planning to be here? Maybe she'll be late. 'Cause-
She's right there.
Okay,
She's
good.
here.
There she is.
Good, glad to see it's here, but then I had to go get something.
All right. So, we'll just jump right into, 5A, developing the personnel budget. We know that, things are just gonna roll over, at least with the cost of living, adjustments. But there's been some discussion of adding a second or a part-time person to the town hall office staff. We have had, unfortunately today, one of our full-time people has turned in her resignation as of Friday. So we'll be disappointed to lose her, but we wish her well. And one reason for the part-time person is because, Kelly can speak to this in more detail, but it's been a little bit of a challenge to keep up to date with the ongoing paperwork and administrative work of the office, with somebody having to answer the phone and run to do this and run to do that. So we were thinking a part-time person might alleviate some of that and help us to stay current with our paperwork. Kelly, you wanna make any other comment?
I'll make a comment, Madam Mayor.
Okay,
I totally agree, though. I mean, the workload, it's just the past 10 years, the
It's increased.
workload among our administrative assistants has just increased big time. And it keeps getting bigger and bigger, so, I mean, we do need to have a part-time staff or.
well, we've got a lot more technology that's wonderful and helps us have more accurate data and information, but that does have to be posted, it has to be cross-referenced, and it has to be plugged in and everything up to date. So although it is in a way more efficient, it also creates some extra work. So, we might make a recommendation to the personnel committee, to consider that.
We can take that up at
Mhm.
the next meeting.
Okay. And, the other thing for personnel is employee evaluations.
Yes.
We have talked about trying to maintain a more regular schedule with that, and I think we'd be coming up for some this month.
Yes. I think we're going to tentative meeting the 1st of April,
Okay,
so maybe we can start that process at that point.
okay,
I'll pull everything together, last time an update. I think there were a few updates we
okay,
probably need to make today.
right. And we wanna be sure and get that done before May, before school gets crazy.
Yes.
Before carrying on get crazy, so if we can get that done in the month of April,
Yeah,
that would be
I
major.
think we'll take a meeting, we'll take the meeting to get organized and then the meeting to
All
go
right.
over.
And I know that there are some procedures in place to do some self-evaluations, so anybody, that's an employee can think about that and start making some notes or whatever, or, other notes. So that's really kind of all I have under personnel. Does anybody have anything else to think about for that?
Not that I think we need to discuss the cost of living and all that.
The
Yeah.
personnel meeting, exactly, yeah.
To see how that fits in.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so that'll get us through with 5A, and we'll move on to 5B, the develop discretionary budget. We have some idea of some projects that we have been talking about through the growth and renewal. And then, of course, we want to hear from others as well. Does anybody want to kick off the conversation? Janet, you want to jump in from growth and renewal?
Well, with growth and renewal, we've got a little list going. So if anybody else wants to add, I can't remember all of ours right off the top of
Well,
my
I have
head.
our list from
Oh,
last
good.
year. So we can.
You mean from last meeting or last
No,
year?
from last year,
Oh, okay.
so that can at least help us refresh our memory. I don't know if I have everything from your meetings, but, I know that we've got a budget, a contribution to the fire department. That's something we for sure wanna do. We also have a contribution to the rescue squad. We had paving of Silas Moore Park, which we've completed that, so we won't have to do that. What about Crider Field? Did we pave that and address the drainage issues?
No.
No, so we might wanna consider that as a project for this year. We've talked about replacing the storage building in Francis Hurt Park. That could go on the list of considerations. 4th of July fireworks can be considered. Farmers market can be considered. Now, Janet, cleanup of the bridge embankment, that was sort of a phase 1, and we have a phase 2 that we wanna do.
Yeah, we definitely have to have a maintenance, contract or something so that that bank doesn't get out of hand again. I believe Sarah's got something in the works for that that's pretty exciting. And then there was the mural design, or we've got some grant money for that, so we may need to partner with someone else in order to get that done. Then there's the trail, I know that there's funds for that, and that's, first phase is supposed to be completed by July 31st, I believe. So, I still don't have a definite figure for how much of that the town would need, that would be very helpful, but I don't think we know yet.
Okay.
And just if I can butt in,
Yeah, just don't let me
her
forget my other
meetings
thought.
tomorrow, a lot
Yeah.
of discretionary stuff is gonna be coming out of that
Right.
meeting.
Right.
Yeah, and then, shoot, it flew right out of my head, I knew it would.
Well,
Did
I'm
you
just
wanna do
saying,
some additional landscaping over, on that side, like a terrace or a wall there or something like that?
Do you mean on this side?
Uh-huh, on the
Okay, I
west
never
side.
know whether that's called west or east, I mean, I know
The
it's
side we're
west
working
and
on.
east, right.
Mhm.
Well, the other part in contention is that bamboo,
Bank.
all that on that looks just absolutely horrible.
Mhm.
So, there was some talk or discussion, which we'll pick up again tomorrow, about having that, while we have one crew possibly fixing one issue that we haven't voted on yet, we might have them do that at the same time, but
Okay.
again, it all comes down to money.
Right.
Oh, and the other one was, to facilitate live streaming
Okay.
for our meetings. Yeah, for our meetings and our committee meetings. Mr. Webb King has been looking into that for me.
You also had a thought of looking into the walkway on the southern side of the roadway as, and in
Yes.
addition to the northern side.
Yeah, the troll hole and the handle,
That's
what are
correct.
they,
Handrail.
Yeah.
Handrails.
Hand handles, yeah. And we've been looking at all that, but we just don't have a lot of prices yet, I don't think, maybe Sarah does by now.
We will tomorrow.
Okay,
We'll
yeah,
have
I
prices
figured
for
you
the
were waiting
railings and for the landscaping tomorrow.
Okay, so we'll be able to bring something out
at
of
the
the meeting
meeting.
probably.
I would say also, Madam Mayor, this mentioned in the past though, is lining painting lines for parking at Harris Field, definitely Harris Field and Kreider if necessary. But another thing that's been on my mind a lot though, if you go to Hillcrest Cemetery, you will see that not all, the areas that should be paved as a driveway are not paved. In fact, there are, where it was supposed to be a road, is no longer allowed though because they're